Yes, what is it?
I've always wanted to take a look at your chapel. I'm a great admirer of the master who painted the altar there.
Oh, go where you want. I'll inform the guards.
Thank you. The sixth bell. Half the time is up. Pardon me for disturbing you, miss.
If you want to pray, go somewhere else. The chapel is closed. Unless you're a priest. Which I presume you're not.
No, I'm not. My name is Henry.
I'm Adela, Thomas's sister. What is it you want, Henry?
I need to talk to your brother.
No chance of that. He's been lying in a fever for 3 days. And the surgeon is away with Sir Otto. Unless he returns soon, Thomas won't be talking to anyone.
I heard that your brother is lying in a fever, so I brought something for him.
Really? I don't know what to say.
God moves in mysterious ways.
Yes. His fever is getting worse. If this doesn't work, I don't think he'll last long.
vigilant. These days we have all sorts of vagabonds, drifters, outlaws and bandits roaming the country. And we have one of those vermin here today. A fella called Hans, who is clearly not right in the head. A dangerous madman, a brawler, and a thug. And worst of all, a poacher. And so, for the damages he caused to our dear Lord Otto von Berghoff, he is sentenced to be hanged by the neck until dead!
Stop! You can't execute this man. He's a noble. Captain Thomas here will testify that we're messengers from Ratoi.
What is this nonsense, for Christ's sake?
It's true. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Deal with it, for God's sake!
But, sir, the captain...
Captain Thomas has a fever. He's clearly delirious. Seize them immediately.
You can't do this! I am a nobleman, do you hear? A noble! Get your hands off me! You can't do this!
Open the gates!
My lord.
What the hell is going on?
It was just a... It's a hanging.
You can't hang him. He's a noble.
That's for me to judge. Take him down! And for Christ's sake, help me off this horse!
You may enter. His lordship is expecting you.
So, you're messengers from Ratai, huh? I was wondering when someone would turn up. All right, then. Let's hear it.
My respects, Sir Otto. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and this is Henry of Skalitz, my escort.
Welcome to Trotsky, gentlemen. I'd greet you standing up as befits, but I'm glad I can even sit at the moment.
I heard you were ambushed by outlaws.
You heard right. Those bastards did a job on me. And I got out luckier than most. Almost all the others were killed, including my page and my surgeon. So there is no one here to heal me, and I will have to inform poor Albert's father that his son died in my service.
I hope your health will soon be restored, sir.
We shall see. But now, You tell me what happened here in Herrgottsnamen. Why did my chamberlain try to hang you, Lord Capon?
In truth, the welcome we got from your Master Chamberlain was somewhat... how shall I put it? Well, it was somewhat unexpected. I must say, it was the first time I had a noose around my neck, and it wasn't the most pleasant experience.
Please, accept my apologies, sir. And that of my chamberlain, too. Is that not so, Ulrich? I must say in his defense that he had my orders not to admit anyone to the castle, and to be cautious.
I understand, sir. At home, some bandits got into Tamberg by subterfuge, and it cost us a lot of effort to reconquer it.
I'm glad you understand. Anyway, let us leave this misunderstanding aside and get to the point. As far as I'm aware, Ratai showed no interest in negotiations before, either with me or with the League of Lords.
True. Our houses have thus far stood on opposite sides.
I should say so. But let us leave that aside. Tell me.
Unfortunately, during the ambush, we lost the letter we were carrying, so you'll have to make do with my word of mouth.
All right. Go ahead and speak.
In brief, Sir Hanush, Sir Radzig, and other lords take the view that the situation has got out of control. And that's of no benefit to anyone in Bohemia, neither Wenceslas's supporters or the League of Lords. King Sigismund's actions will not lead to instilling greater order than under King Wenceslas. Quite the contrary.
Let us say that maybe. What arises from it?
Sir Hanush and the other lords on our side are interested in knowing what the stance of the League of Lords is at this moment, and whether they haven't perhaps reevaluated some things.
In other words, whether I might betray Sigismund.
I wouldn't be so bold as to suggest that, sir. It's necessary to discuss the future of the kingdom, whether it's to be a common one or not.
The future is still a long way off for me, Lord Capon. Nonetheless, Sir Hanush and Sir Radzig are right. There is disorder and anarchy in the land. Bandits riding roughshod all over. As we all know, to our cost.
We've had plenty of experience of that at home too, sir. Only a short time ago we had to deal with a similar band.
Then you will surely understand that before I begin debating who would be the better king, I must sweep my own doorstep. Only I'm damned if I know how to do that, since those bastards have wiped out half of my garrison, including my captain.
If I may be so bold, sir, you're not the only one. We also have a score to settle with them, so Henry and I will gladly help you.
Is that so? Now that is what I call the words of a knight, Sir Hans.
Right now, we've got a common enemy, so we have common interests, too.
So then, sir, may we be of assistance to you?
Indeed you may. Perhaps in the end we may really find some common ground. I need to muster sufficient reserves to deal with those outlaws once and for all. I'm summoning my vassals here to Trotsky. And since I don't have many men left to send as messengers, I will gladly accept your help.
Just say the word, sir. Where should we go?
You'll go to Nebakov, a small castle, or rather a fortress among the cliffs. The yeoman there, Jaromir Nebak, is an old hardhat and may not be very willing to fulfill his obligations. It would be useful if an eloquent noble like yourself visited him to explain him clearly why I need his whole garrison.
What should we do if he's unwilling to heed what we say?
His house has always been loyal to mine. And it has always been more than worth their while. So tell him that I would like it to remain so. I do not expect any great obstacles, but it would be wise to show Sir Jaromir respect by sending him someone of status. He will take his time over being persuaded, and then concur, as he always has done.
I'll get to him somehow, sir.
I expect nothing less from you.
Is the route safe?
As I said, the fortress is in the wilderness amongst the cliffs. There are many places where outlaws may be hiding, so watch out.
Don't worry, sir. I have Henry here by my side for such situations.
Is that all, sir?
It's dealing with...
Who is the law? His children are grown up. His son is away from the dome. In short, that...
Thank you. Nevertheless, I suspect Jaromir will not be keen to charge. That will do us. If he delivers...
We'll take care of it, sir.
All right.
Very well. I think that is all for now. The Chamberlain will show you where you can put your heads down, and he will supply you with horses. And once we have resolved this little digression, we shall talk about your own mission.
Thank you, sir.
When you were ambushed, did you see those bandits? Would you recognize any of them?
Henry, don't start with that again.
Why do you ask?
The thing is, when we were ambushed, I believe I saw among them one of the men we ran up against at home.
Oh. What did he look like? Do you know his name?
He's called Istvan Toth, a Hungarian noble. He wears black armor. A stocky fella, around 40.
I've already told you that's nonsense. How would he be here? You only saw him from a distance, from behind. You're imagining it.
And why does this Toth interest you, young man?
He was the leader of a band that made trouble for us in Sasau. And he has something that belongs to me.
Ah, interesting. Interesting. But I must disappoint you.
Thank you, sir. I'm sorry. I had to ask.
I understand. And now I shall entrust you to the care of Uri here. Go with God, gentlemen.
Thank you for everything, sir. The Lord be with you.
There will be time enough yet for social niceties. Sir Otto has generously agreed to accommodate Lord Capon in one of his chambers. And you, Henry, shall also be accommodated, as befits your station. There, your, equipment shall also be returned to you, and you will find your horse in the stable. Nevertheless, his lordship takes the view that, as a noble's escort, you should have a befitting mount, and therefore he has kindly decided that you may take one of our horses, if you so wish. Gentlemen, follow me. So, Sir Hans, allow me to...
Hold on, Sir Ulrich. If you think everything is settled between us, and we're going to act like nothing happened, then you're mistaken.
Sir?
You were going to have me executed a short while ago. I expect a proper apology.
Then please accept my apology once more, sir. But given the circumstance...
Nice one.
Given the circumstance... What circumstances?
Sir, poaching is a capital offence.
Nice
And
one.
are you the king?
That's a good
that
one.
you can hand down death sentences? No, you are not. What's more, you had plenty of reasons to realise it wasn't a good idea.
Sir, I could not have realised that.
You couldn't have realised. Yes, you could, but then you wouldn't have been able to play the Lord and stage private executions.
Nice one.
Sir, once more I apologise. And now, please allow me to show you to your quarters.
I wouldn't dream of inconveniencing you.
Great.
I'll find my quarters by myself. Henry, once you're done with that annoying fool, get your horse and we'll meet at the gate.
Well, it seems Lord Capon will not be requiring my services anymore today. Silence is golden, eh? Nevertheless, welcome to Trusky, the finest and biggest castle you shall ever see. Rumor has it that the castle was built on the jaws of hell, and that we're sometimes plagued by demons here. But don't believe a word of it. It's just idle talk to excuse the servants' laziness and incompetence.
Nice
It's
one.
demanding enough keeping everything here running smoothly without any of that. It requires a man of exceptional qualities and talents. By the way, this place is a maze for strangers. It's very easy to get lost. The jail cells are down there. But I believe you are already fairly well acquainted with that part of the castle, aren't you? I can understand you are overwhelmed by the magnificence around you. Here it is. You'll find a bed inside, opposite the door, and a chest where we put your belongings. You'll find some new clothing there, a little gift from our gracious lord, to ensure you're not mistaken for a beggar again. Once you're settled in and properly dressed, stop by the stable. They're beyond the gate, down the path. Ask for Kabat. He was supposed to prepare a horse and tack for you. Or tell him you'll keep your own if you insist. Then he'll give you proper tack at least, so you don't disgrace us. So, you and I are finished, and I can finally attend to some proper work, so this castle doesn't fall on our heads.
silly doggy.
Come here.
Hey, put that weapon away. Do it now.
Nice
Or
one.
we're going to have a
Beautiful.
problem.
Great. Nice
You see,
one.
It didn't
What a
even
view.
hurt. Now you can leave that weapon where it belongs.
Heal.
Get out of my sight.
Come here. You're my doggy, eh?
You're in need of money, friend.
Aye, true enough. I need to pay the tithe and give something to the church for my father's requiem mass.
Excuse
Ready
me.
for that?
You're right, but I promised myself I wouldn't.
Praise the Lord.
Damnation.
are you sneaking around here for, you... I apologize.
I apologize.
I heard some interest. There's one I'd like to... A sand-coloured...
Yes, several rare and... But why are you interested in an...
I've heard there are some interesting ideas in it. Every alchemist is in dogged pursuit of wisdom.
Perhaps you know more about that book than I do. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. And the one you're looking for caught his attention. He left with it before I could even discover what it's about. All I remember is the author's initials. B.B. I'm fairly benevolent when it comes to lending books, but he's had it borrowed for an excessive amount of time now.
I'll have a talk with Nick.
You think I haven't tried? But it seems Nick Vard lost the book. I've warned him repeatedly not to carry borrowed books around with him, but Nick Vard is old and stubborn.
The price of such a book must be incalculable.
But as I said, I've managed to find 3 people who've spoken to him recently.
For a nobleman, Nick Vard is quite wary of his own kind.
I'm surprised that he's ever spoken to anyone but myself. Nick Vard is a loner. Now that he's decided to leave his shell, that is. But I'm afraid that's all I've managed to find out.
I thought you had the book on you. But since you don't, I'm not going to go around looking for it.
That's a pity. I'll just have to hope Nick Vard's conscience will catch up with him and he'll come by himself. Continue investigating. I might have time for that once the papal schism is over.
Heal!
My God, what now?
Nice.
Good day to you.
I'm here for some horse tack. I hear you have something for me.
Well, fuck me blind. You got out of jail yesterday, and today you've got a horse. And I don't want to get a whipping on your account. I've got the tack ready, but I've been ordered to show you our herring first. You can take him, they said. So kindly take a look at him in the stable here and tell me if you want him or not. Well...
This could come in handy. It's mine now.
I took a look.
And?
A nice animal, but I'll keep my own.
Never mind looking a gift horse in the mouth, you flat out refuse to accept. Actually, now we've got to know each other, I want to let you in on this little scheme. We could both get something out of it. What do you say? Can you keep your mouth shut when coin's at stake?
I can keep my mouth shut.
Look, it's easy as pie. You keep your horse, which you wanted to do anyway, but I'll say you took herring, and then I'll sell him to someone. You'll do all right out of it. I'll pay you up front.
Hey, Kabat. That's not a bad plan. I'm in.
Grand! Here's your coin. I'll take care of the rest. Right, now we can get back to the reason you're here. You know how to ride and control a horse?
Ah, don't worry. I'm right at home with horses. I learned to ride with cumans on my tail, and arrows whistling past my head. A tough school it was.
Well, I'll be damned. I never heard such a thing before. But even an experienced horseman like you needs equipment, as you well know. You can tack him up yourself, right?
Sure. Thanks.
See you later, my friend.
Easy. Nice and slow. Oh.
Good boy.
Careful.
I'd like to do something.
All right.
What would you say?
Well... You'll... Thank you, sir. And come again.
So I went to see my brother, and to talk about the inheritance.
But your father's nearly up. Does he get it often?
Nearly all the time. He's always ready to leave everything to the church if I don't go and see him.
Nice one. What a view! Quick! Whoa! Whoa! You must be Nick Varday. Poor wretch. Whoa! 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 How many more times am I gonna have to poke around in corpses and shit for that damn cradle? Here, Mutt!
Ale.
I apologize.
Greetings, my friend.
I have the book for you.
Well, I must admit, I haven't had an apprentice this handy in a long time.
I didn't even look inside.
You had a treasure like this in your hands, and you weren't even curious to have a peek? Well, I suppose it's not for everyone. This really is something. But why is it all covered in shit, for fuck's sake?
Let's just say the scribe didn't have it. It actually wasn't even in the castle. Under it, really.
Oh, refining saltpeter. Boil wine and alum. Ah, of course. Well, the last chapter of our story of knowledge awaits us.
So what now?
As long as Black Bertolt didn't make any mistakes in his calculations.
What Bertolt? I'm tired of flying back and forth like a rag on a stick.
Believe it or not, all this secrecy had its reasons. It's time. We'll meet with the others in the lair, and there you'll learn the whole truth. You go ahead. I'm going to get a few things ready here.
All right, then.
I bought a lovely yew bow the other day for a great price. What good's a bow to you, for God's sake? What a waste of money. Didn't you hear that? The king himself announced that everyone should have a good bow on hand. Which king would that be? I don't know exactly, but when the king commands, his subjects have to obey, don't they? You didn't hear it from the trader who sold you the bow, by any chance? Aye. Come to think of it, it was him who told me.
God bless.
The thing with the girl...
I had...
Thankfully,
I heard things. Tell me about it later.
I talked to Erazin, the scribe.
Good to hear.
What is it? Whistling just for fun?
Go! Go! Yeah!
Oh,
What'll happen now?
our last supper, with only one but very filling course, awaits us.
Crazel, please. For once, just once, tell me what's actually going on.
And rob myself of enjoying your blissful ignorance? Not a chance. Tell me yourself, what do you think is going to happen?
Like always. You'll send me off somewhere to look for something, and you'll have a fancy speech to go with it.
He knows you now as well as we do, Miller.
I do tend to do that, true enough. But no, today things will be different. Bonnie will start today. At least I'll finally see if she understood my teachings. Bonnie?
First of all, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the whole gang for all the work you've done. We could never have finished the job without you. We found 2 new partners, you and Monarch here. It's good to have someone to rely on. So, it's time we started being honest with you, so you can finally learn the whole truth.
Not yet. Let's pull up that uppity bastard's leg a bit longer. That's the fun part.
No, Zenek. This whole time, you've been collecting ingredients and clues for us. But, so you wouldn't go nosing around, we always told you it was for something different than it actually was.
The miller here calls it tackets.
Tactics, you idiot. And everything worked out according to plan. So today we're finally close to our great success. With the help of Hermes Trismegistos and his successors, we'll finally complete the dream of all alchemists. Our magnum opus.
Exactly, Bonnie.
Magnum opus. A great work of alchemy. You're trying to make the Philosopher's Stone.
I see you've learned something after all. But no, the Philosopher's Stone isn't our goal.
Let's see then, Henry. What is it you think we're making here?
I think you're minting fake coins.
Well, Henry's not too far from the truth after all, instigating everything living and dead. And my mother, God rest her soul, decided it'd be best for me to go to study in Prague. As soon as I grew up and gained a bit of sense, I packed my bags and left.
Keep it short, Crazel. I don't need to hear your life story.
You won't know the context. But very well, as you wish. I didn't finish studying at the university, but I fell into alchemy. And when I returned to the mill, I started doing my own experiments. Once I tried mixing sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter. I had a candle burning next to me. A gust of wind scattered the mixture, and all of a sudden, bang! I almost shit myself, I tell you. But then I realized I'd unwittingly created a miracle. Explosive black powder.
What is it? So it burns?
More than that, it makes a big bang.
A very big bang. But don't worry, we're all in on it now.
I couldn't continue my experiments on my own, but Bonnie and Zinnig did a few little jobs for me.
So he initiated us.
But we just still didn't know how to do it right and not blow ourselves up in the process.
And we used up a huge amount of saltpeter and sulfur.
By the way, the manuscript from that Hermes Trismegistos was our shopping list and price list for material from Kuttenberg.
Only we didn't know correct proportions. I looked up a few of my former fellow students and brought it up with them. And we found out that before us, some monk had already made the discovery.
Some fella called Black Bertold. And that he even started writing a book called Feuerwehr.
Feuerwerkbuch.
We can believe our luck when we found out there's a copy of it right here at Trotsky.
And you know the rest.
It's a discovery that will change history. In the right hands, it can make miracles happen. All it takes is a spark, and a storm of fire will sweep away the old world order. It will wipe out stupidity and ignorance, once and for all.
And what will happen now?
As I said, we're about to have our last supper on our journey to satisfy our hunger for knowledge. A feast of smoke and fire. Black Bertold never finished his book, because he never had enough ingredients for his last great experiment. But now, thanks to you, we do. We can finally finish Bertold's work and finish his book. We'll see with our own eyes what a barrel of black powder can do. I hope you're as excited as I am.
I've heard enough. Now I want to see that with my own eyes.
Let's do it then. Bonnie, is everything ready?
Indeed it is. We can get started. Long live the beautiful new world.
Looks like it ain't working.
I'd say it works just fine.
This will change history.
What? I can't hear a thing. But I'd say it works just fine.
As long as you listen to me and keep the proportions right, you won't fuck it up.
I might actually listen to you if my ears ever stop ringing.
You silly doggy.
Come here. Here, mutt. You really led me on about the gunpowder magazine, didn't you? A golem made of dough?
Not exactly. I studied the writings of Bon, but they were... Nah, I'll do it. I'm going to... That's up, Lewis. You know...
That sounds somehow hopeful in a peculiar way. Now I'm even happier about the great thing we've accomplished here.
The ideal conclusion, I'd say. Maybe it's time to carry sacks at a different mill. But if you're still interested in learning a bit more...
I know where to find you.
Indeed. We have you. I know that's to find.
What's new?
Nothing.
I'd like to...
Well, all right. Or a few...
You talk about...
We've been through... Let's start. Let's get to work.
Appraisal?
The fuse didn't catch immediately.
I told you there's no need to dip it in resin and wax.
Black powder?
Imagine! That monarch of ours is half deaf.
That dog of yours?
Just that I was wondering that the explosions didn't bother him at all. And now I'm not surprised he was so unhappy with that bastard Vasarik. But we surely fooled you, eh?
We're in the middle of the forest next to a mill.
We tried that too.
So you'd rather go around licking the walls of sties?
Just you wait until I have my own castle and everyone calls me ma'am. Then we can talk about whether it was worth getting our hands dirty or our tongues. Farewell, and take a bath, for goodness sake. You look awful.
Greetings, my friend. Take care, friend. Take care, friend. What? What do you think you're doing?
You better...
I've been waiting for you.
You couldn't cut butt.
Hey!
Oh! Looking for...
God bless.
Good morning.
Well?
Of course.
What about one more?
I don't have any... Not so...
I do.
Say... Even my nan. All right.
Thanks.
Here.
Excuse me. Good morning to you.
So how's it?
Good.
Anything new?
Not really.
Are you still...
Aye. Do you want to join?
Come on.
All right.
Here's the...
Good. Farewell. You'll be walking arse first. Jesus! I'm hit! I'll pull your guts out from your throat. I'm sorry. Here's your... Go to hell! We're good. Do it!
Stay.
Look what I have for you.
Come here, boy.
Whoa!
Yeah, greetings.
Jesus Christ be praised.
God bless, good sir.
God bless. And what do you want? I hope your blood has cooled a little.
Lord Samin, I'd like to apologise for ruining the wedding.
You showed your true colours, Henry. You really let me down. At least you're man enough to come and apologise. Don't apologise just to me, though. Never mind that the wedding cost me a fortune, to hell with that. But you should apologise to my son and his bride. May God be with you, Henry.
God be with you, my friend. Greetings to you, friend.
Greetings, sir.
Greetings.
God grant you health, sir.
God bless. What brings you here?
Good thing you're here, Henry. I've got something for you.
From Semi?
Not this time. It's from the charcoal burners. They said you spared them, and they wanted to pay you back. It's not much, but it's all they could scrounge up.
I didn't expect that at all.
See? Folk can surprise you.
Do you know who's next?
Well, if you've got the time, I know where you can find Johnny the Gob.
I've got time to go after him.
I see.
Look, it seems you're not too keen on getting him. You knew him better than the others, didn't you?
Knew him? Can't even count how many times we saved each other's asses.
What should I bring back this time?
His shield, I reckon.
Where can I find the Gob?
You know what's funny? If I hadn't sent him out on an errand just before you got to Apollonia, you'd have got us both.
Where did you send him?
Just a little ways off, to the bank of Rock Tower Pond. There's an abandoned hut there, from what I've heard. He and his people are still there.
Why did you send him to a hut by the pond?
Another band ambushed a noble's retinue there. We wanted to see if anything got left behind.
I know exactly where it is. I was in that group they attacked.
You were, eh? Then you were bloody lucky to come out of it alive. The ones that attacked you ain't any ordinary footpads. They weren't there for the silver.
What did they want then?
Lord knows, lad. Some higher goal, I reckon. Those types are the worst.
I've heard enough.
Henry, wait. I have a favour to ask of you. You know, Johnny was a stand-up bloke, and it would be a shame to kill him. What's more, he's a fair bit older than me, and he has a bum leg. It would be dishonourable to kill someone like that, you know.
Wait. So you want me to let him go?
Not so loud. I know Samin wants them all dead. But I beg you, don't kill him.
But if I let him live, I risk not only my arse, but yours and his as well.
Aye. But he doesn't deserve the same death as those whoresons Charlie and Canker. Unlike those other bastards, Johnny never betrayed me. Surely I don't have to explain to you how rare that is among bandits.
Well, I'm still not too sure about it, but I'll try. Though I'll save my skin before I save his. So if he doesn't surrender, I won't have a choice.
Of course. But I'm glad you'll consider it. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
I'll kill you.
Alert!
I've been waiting for you!
What do you want? What the fuck was that? I'll rip your ass open. You never saw that coming.
Guel sent it.
What? Why should I believe you?
Please. Just surrender, and I'll spare you.
I'm all yours. Take that! Come on!
We're going to gut you, you You won't get me! You!
I'm all yours.
Kurva! I'm wounded! Come on, then! My Lord, rip your arse open! You never saw that coming! Send my greetings to the devil!
I'm all yours.
Jesus Christ! Get the fuck! What do you want?
You've no chance against me!
Shut up!
go!
Whoa!
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
A blessed evening to you.
I took out the gob's band.
Well, well. Nice work, lad. And what about the, request I made?
I'm sorry. I had no choice.
Did you at least make it quick?
It was. Quick and clean.
At least that. I don't need to hear any more. And what about the shield?
I've got it.
Aye. That's it.
If it's all the same to you, I'd like to keep it.
You're a cheeky bastard, aren't you? First you murder my best friend, and then you want to deprive me of the only thing I had left from him. Forget it.
Suit yourself. Who's the last one?
I saved the worst one for last. Casper. Only you'll have to wait a few days before I find him. Take care for now.
Greetings. What?
I'd like my horse bathed.
I'll get right to it. Coin up.
I changed my mind. Easy, easy. Nice and slow. The other shepherd said you might need some help.
Aye, I did. Now?
Do you think wool?
Well,
I find it's...
You're not the... It's almost...
No, well,
That'd be
working on...
Not far. Well,
that...
if it pitch...
So you...
You look...
All right, then.
Then you could... See you later, my friend. Hmm? Are you... 5 years old? Stop that.
A broken arrow. Could it be our werewolf hunts sheep with a bow? I wonder if Mutt will be able to track him down.
Heal! Track!
Hmm? What's that sound? Eh?
Search!
I should go back to where I found it. Mutt won't be able to find the trail so far away.
Here, Mutt. Search. Free!
Hey? Huh? That weapon won't help you, bastard! Attack! Come and help us!
Watch out! I can't stop. I can't get a shot in. I've been waiting for you. I'll get you. We're under attack. Oh, you'll pay for that, you whoreson. Alert! Jesus! Fucking slaughter!
Dick!
Don't want to do that. Alert! To arms!
I yield!
This must be Nathan's stolen sheep. This was no werewolf. Just some ordinary bandits.
Quick! Quick! Ah! Go! Ah!
Whoa! Whoa! Well, there was
blood. What did you?
I just
Oh,
well, they could.
I.
Thanks.
Oh, and if you want, take care and consider taking a bath, eh?